Aquarius, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from the 1st of February to the 15th. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. Aquarius, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay. Your challenge, Aquarius, is the Nine of Wands, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Cups upright. Okay. So your biggest challenge for the first 2 weeks of February is the Nine of Wands. Now, one of the things that I want to stop immediately and say to you, because it's super important, is that I actually thought Pluto was moving into your sign in March, but that happened last year. So I'm a little bit off on my timeline. But apparently, you know, Pluto entered into your sign on January 20th. So all of these changes that you've been experiencing over the last couple of weeks have really hit you hard, is what I'm intuitively getting for you. And your challenge has a lot to do with the Nine of Wands energy. The Nine of Wands energy is about perseverance. It's about continuing to try to, you know, make something work even though it's become very difficult for you. Your biggest challenge here for the first 2 weeks of February is not to give up. Even though something here starts to be a little bit challenging for you, it's super important that you don't give up. It's super important, okay? And we're going to talk more about that and why that's the case for you in a moment. Now, in the recent past, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and you have the Queen of Wands. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel for many of you, there was this energy here of reevaluating your life, reevaluating your connections, your financial situation, your investments here, reevaluating your whole entire existence in the past. I think what drew you to do this in the past was the fact that something here started to become boring, or it started to become mundane. It started to become, you know, unenthusiastic here in the past. So some of you were dealing with a Cancer here, maybe a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I'm also getting a fire sign, Leo or Sagittarius. We're going to clarify this and get more information for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Six of Swords, you have the Hermit, and you have the Sun. So in the present moment, something is coming to your attention. And I think what is coming to your attention, Aquarius, is the fact that it is time for you to mentally disconnect from something here in order to have your peace and your happiness. A lot of you are spending time on your own. And this makes sense because when Pluto enters into your sign, it's a very, very, very hard hit. And it's a hard hit, you know, in a good way, because what is actually happening for many of you is you're learning how to become more powerful and more self-reliant in the present moment. And we're going to talk more about that when we clarify. Now, in the near future, you have the Justice, the Ten of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Something here is set right. Something here, justice is served in the near future, but it's served by eliminating something out of your life. So something here becomes eliminated. I don't know what that is, but something here comes to an end. It is painful. It does hurt, but it's also showing you what needs to transform and change in your life. And that's what Pluto is doing. Pluto is like coming in, it's sweeping everything that doesn't need to be there in your life. And it's overwhelming. You know, you may be saying to yourself, this is too much. Like, I wasn't ready for this. You know, Pluto, couldn't you wait? Couldn't you wait like 2 more years before entering into my sign? So something here is coming to an end, but it's going to be set right. And in the future, you want answers. You want to know exactly why you're experiencing this and why it's happening. Why is this disappointment happening? Why is this disconnect happening? You know why it's happening? To make you stronger. Okay, and we're going to talk more about that as we get into the reading. Okay, so Aquarius, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on for you. All right, let's clarify your challenge. Okay, so your challenge, the 9 of Wands, is clarified by the Justice, the 3 of Cups, and the Judgment. For many of you, I'm just going to keep it real with you. Your biggest challenge here is karma, okay? There's a lot of karma happening right now with Pluto entering into your sign. So depending how you've been up until this point, if you're somebody, who's, you haven't been nice, or you haven't been friendly people, or, you've been causing issues, that's going to backfire now. Okay, it's going to backfire now. And I'm going to keep it real with you. You are coming to some sort of realization that something in your life is becoming very difficult. It's becoming difficult for you because A, there's karma. B, you need to become more self-reliant. And C, for many of you, there is somebody in your life, if this is related to love, they're trying to come back to you. They're trying to reconcile with you. They're trying to set something right with you. But because you've been slammed with all these changes, it's like you've been slammed all at once with all these changes. And you're like, I feel so overwhelmed. And that's okay. It's okay. Okay. That's what life does. Life slam stuff into our existence, and then we're expected to kind of keep it together and get it in going. And it's happened even to me before in my life. And you all know that. Sometimes I'm not here for a month, because I'm going through stuff too, right? So, what this is telling me is it's very important that you allow yourself to go through this. As painful as it may be, as annoying as it may be, allow yourself to come to some sort of realization, because sometimes we need to go through rock bottom, or we need to go through a difficult situation to recognize the strength that we have within ourselves. The good news here is that your challenge has a lot to do with the fact that if you continue to not give up on a certain situation, eventually it's going to be set right. But if you give up too soon, especially with Pluto being in your sign, you may not complete something which is very much connected to your karma, okay? And you know what that is. It could be a certain person you're dealing with, it could be certain people. There's something here that needs to be cleaned up. And the more you work towards it, the more quicker it's going to be cleaned up, and the more you're going to be able to celebrate this accomplishment, because this is about you accomplishing something that's completely outside of yourself, that's way bigger than you. And if you give up too soon, you may regret giving up too soon, okay? That's what I'm seeing as your challenge. Now, let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is clarified by the Lovers. You have the Hermit and the 7 of Wands. You pushed somebody away here in the past. You said, you know what, I need my space. I need to focus on myself. I need to reevaluate my life. The reason why you did this in the past, Aquarius, because you felt Pluto moving into your sign. You felt like something here was changing, and your person never really got a clear understanding, understanding, and overstanding of why you did this. They may have said, I don't know why Aquarius blocked me. I don't know why they're not talking to me. And you want to know something? I don't think that you meant malice here in the past. I don't think that you meant to hurt this person. I think that you personally are going through a lot right now. And for you to open yourself up to certain people, it may be difficult for you, especially if those people are not supporting you in these changes that are taking place. Somebody here felt rejected by you in the past. There was a lot of waiting here. This person that's in question, a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm also getting a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, a Virgo, a Gemini here, Capricorn, Taurus. I'm really strongly getting that this person really wanted to move forward with you. Whoever this person was or is from the past, they have nothing but love for you, a lot of love for you, but there's a strong energy here of rejection, a strong energy here of like, I just don't have time for you. I need to kind of just focus on myself here. Somebody tried to offer you love and a relationship here in the past, but they were met with resistance, and they were met with a closed off energy. And like I said, the reason why this took place for you in the past, Aquarius, was because you're currently going through major changes that you yourself don't even understand what you're going through. But I told you why you're going through this. It's karma. And it's something here you need to clean. Okay, you need to clean something here. And you know that. And that's why you're spending a lot of time on your own trying to make sense of everything. Some of you in the present moment are running away from this, and you just don't want to deal with these problems. You're like, I don't want to deal with this. Move it away, sweep it under the rug, just get it out of my face. And that's the wrong choice, okay, in my opinion. Now, of course, my opinion doesn't matter. I'm just simply a medium here. I'm just telling you what I believe when it comes to certain, self-development things that, you need to work on. Some of you are going within, and this is going to require strength. It's going to require inner strength to be able to overcome this, okay, instead of running away from it. And some of you are running away from this person because you're like, I don't need them right now. They're bothering me. I have enough on my plate right now. Tell me more about the Six of Swords in the present moment for Aquarius. What do they need to know? The Six of Swords is clarified by the King of Swords, that's you. King of Wands, that's your person, Magician. Somebody here's trying to get your attention, this fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but you keep running away from them. Some of you have karma with this person. Just saying, okay? In the present moment, there is a strong desire to spend a lot of time on your own. There's a strong energy of, I need to be on my own. I need to focus on myself. And that's okay. A lot of you are doing that because you want to bring light to your situation. And that's what's happening with the sun transiting your sign, okay? From now until the 15th, it's going to be transiting in that Aquarius energy. So a lot of you are seeing something for what it is. You're seeing what you need to do and how to resolve it. And by the way, like I told you, it will be resolved. It will, as long as you don't give up. If you give up, you know, the tower is going to happen anyways. Okay. And by the way, the tower is it's an inevitable energy, and it's connected to Pluto. So one of the things, you know, we can say to ourselves, I'm scared of the tower. I don't like it. I don't want to deal with it. Or we can say, I'm going to stand up to this. I'm going to look this gremlin in its eyes. I'm going to see the gremlin for what it is. And I'm going to make sure I work on it to make my life better. And that's where you're at right now. It's a tough situation, but I see you overcoming this, especially after watching this, because now you're aware. You know, it's better for you to be aware of something than to go unaware. I'd rather know there's a detour over there or there's construction there so I can take the detour over here instead of wasting time. So let's clarify the Hermit and the Sun, and let's see exactly what it is that you need to know, because you're in this place right now with the Hermit. You're in this place right now where you're spending a lot of time on your own and you want answers. Something here has become very difficult, but it's coming to an end. Some of you have been involved in very toxic relationships, and that is also coming to an end. For many of you, it is coming to your attention that it's time for you to disconnect from certain people or situations. But I think what's really important to keep in mind, Aquarius, is how you disconnect from these people. If you're just ghosting these people and you're not really telling them what it is, some of you need to address the concerns. Okay. Now I'm going to throw a couple of scenarios out there, and some of these scenarios will resonate with you, which will give you some sort of clue or inkling on what needs to happen, okay? Some of you are dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It's been very difficult for you and this person. This person's been on and off or in and out of your life. It's important that you deal with this person, in a nurturing way, because the more you're nurturing towards this person, the more they're going to know where they stand with you. Something was unresolved between you and this person. And it's important that you express how you feel, what you're going through, and maybe, you know, tell this person, hey, I need space right now. I don't hate you, or it's not that I don't want to be with you. It's just I'm going through something personal right now and I need space. And if that person doesn't get that, then they need a lot of growing up to do, okay? Because we all go through stuff, and I think, you know, love is great when somebody supports you, when somebody says, you know, I get that you're going through that. I'm here if you need me. That is a cue that somebody is for you. You know, if someone's pushing and they're expecting something from you and you're personally going through something and they don't get that, well, then, you know, that's when I can understand why you disconnect from this person the way that you do, okay? But either way, something will be set right over time. Okay, with this fire sign. Now, if it's an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, it has come to your attention that it's time to just disconnect from this person for whatever reason. For many of you, you've been dealing with somebody who's been emotionally on and off with you, or you've been dealing with someone who says they're going to do one thing, but they never take action. And this is forcing you in a way to focus on how you need to change when it comes to your relationships or the people that you deal with. So for many of you, you've come to a place where you've said enough is enough. Again, this is connected to karma. This is about you working on yourself. This is about not giving up on working on yourself, and most importantly, working on setting something right. Okay. And that's what I see happening for you in the present moment. Bottom of the deck, you have the devil. So again, a lot of you are dealing with very toxic individuals, and that's why it's come to your attention that you need to change the way you approach or deal with these people, okay? Now, in the near future, something is coming to an end. However, why is it coming to an end? It's coming to an end because it needs to be set right, and the only way this situation can be set right is by it coming to an end, okay? And that means, you know, relationships ending, or simply, you know, associations coming to an end, because you're changing. And remember, when you grow as a person, that means everything else has to change around you, right? It's like if I grow, and let's say I was a size 6, you know, I grow like 2 feet and I become a size 8. Well, I have to change the type of shoes that I'm wearing. And it's the same thing with you. You know, something here is coming to an end, changing it is painful, but that's the only way it can truly be set right. So let's clarify the Ten of Swords. Why is it here? You have the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Wands, and you have the Hierophant. So it looks like for you in the near future, there's a very strong energy here of a marriage commitment of sorts that is coming to an end. It's forcing you to look at your life from multiple different perspectives. Intuitively, you know it's time for the situation to come to an end. You've received a lot of messages about this situation coming to an end in the near future. And how this is going to be set right is there's going to be a conflict, and the conflict that happens between you and this person, it's going to show you, you know, I do need to make a decision about this, because the more I let it linger and the more I allow this situation to bring conflict into my life, the more I end up wasting time. So something is coming to an end, okay, for whatever reason, because there's something bigger and better that's coming into your life. But you first need to clear this first. And this is part of your karma. And when you do, it's going to allow you to fully move forward into the abundance that you seek. It's not an easy read, but I believe, Aquarius, that you can overcome this. I believe in you. I believe, like, nothing happens in your life because the universe doesn't believe that you can do it. I think you can do it, okay? Let's get some advice for you. What is the advice here for Aquarius? The Empress. I always say how the Empress is the mother of the universe, and she goes through labor pains. So in a way, for these first 2 weeks, you're going through labor pains. But remember, when you go through those labor pains and you have your baby, which is your creation, and I don't mean literal. Some of you are like, I'm a man, I can't have a baby. Well, you can create an idea. And creating an idea or working on something isn't easy. Just remember, when you're going through challenges, you're not always going to go through those challenges. Those challenges are making you into the magician. The magician is a strong, powerful energy. The magician is somebody who is able to manifest, turn water into wine. The magician is about alchemy. The same goes for your relationships. You will have difficulties in relationships. We all do, but it doesn't mean that you can't overcome them. The more nurturing you are, the more patient you are with this person, the more understanding you are, the more patient and understanding people are going to be with you. And that's going to help you grow as a person. That's what you're learning now. You're learning to have humility, okay? As an Aquarius, yes, you're a very detached sign, but you're also somebody who understands, understands, and overstands humanity. You're able to really connect with the peril of society, the things that, you know, people go through, that's humanity, right? You know, sickness, sadness, transformation. And the more you go through this pain, this transformation, and you continue to stick with it, and you go through those labor pains and you finally have your creation, that's when you're going to become stronger. And guess what? Your relationships are going to become 20 million times more rewarding, okay? So Aquarius, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.